Greetings to you all there, friends. You must have heard of several versions for a blockchain, as only these ones exist until now. Today I will tell you about 4 blockchain versions highly discussed in crypto community. Distinctive feature of the Seele project is its support of operability of the ecosystem, whereas the basis of the network of the neural consensus protocol is taken. Finally, the highly productive parallelism between the involved heterogeneous working nodes shall be provided. Speaking of an ultimate goal, CEO developers set a goal to create a unique heterogeneous layer cryptography structure of an ecosystem. Project main concept. Considering new needs of perfection of blockchain technology, developers took the idea of blockchain 4.0 as a basis. Totally different approach to the implementation of new functionalities for blockchain shell will be implemented. Worth mentioning that the version of a blockchain 1.0 belongs to Bitcoin, the blockchain 2.0 version belongs to Ethereum node, and the third version is owned by Lightning Network. In the fourth version, it was decided to implement the best of the first 3 ones. 20 best CEO developers experienced with prior versions of protocols of a network are involved in the project implementation. Seele target structure. For developing baseline scenarios, errors of prior versions will be considered and technologies which were not applied earlier anywhere will be adopted. The algorithm has neural counterwork, which provides the principle of an acceleration from 33 to 40 as it is provided by the Byzantine Agreement. The architecture of each F, which stands for the half fork, has an interpretation of the best scaling which can be used for different applications, and also the structural system of the general, personal use and for security police. BTP and HTTP protocols will be implemented to be used for naming service, discovery of internet assets in the network, and integrated with the global network to create their own structure of basic protocols and the infrastructure solutions. On the basis of the TCP/UDP, QUVIC protocols and other, the low mode of a time delay of operation of the internet will be provided. Thus, the unique scenario will be developed to increase interaction between all links of the ecosystem for execution of certain business challenges. Seele key components. Fork network is heterogeneous working network. The component will include several subnets, and each of them will have their own hierarchical control. The structural meta chain will provide provision of high-quality services for top levels of the network, which redistribute the command low layers. Value chain and value transport protocol. The protocol of a type of BTP will be integrated in fork network. Its operation consists in user identification and development of strategy for discovery of an involvement in operation of new digital assets. Effective interaction between block and extra-block structures which will submit to VHTTP is provided. Gamma differential and neural consensus. The differential consensus will be used for sorting of components and nodal connections that have big scales of processing. All reports will have rectilinear growth according to quantity of the involved nodes. Effectiveness connection to Internet. Given the unstable nature of the Internet, the new consensus will find the best solution in the case of sealed inhibition of insufficient operation of the main part of the Internet nodes. Advantages of Seele ecosystem. The idea is supported by a huge number of users who perfectly understand costs of all technologies of a blockchain. It will be possible to connect different business solutions which can be created in one structural shell, including the Internet, data and personal characteristics of one or several users, economic components, and so forth, to an updated basis of a blockchain. Technical part helps CEO makers to understand the essence of operation of new structure of a blockchain of the 4th generation. Development perspectives. What can I sum up? The idea of the project is ambitious, but a lot of things are not clear regarding an organization structure of the blockchain 4.0 project being in the air for so long. If the team manages to remove some moments of the organizational plan, there is chance of high development of the ecosystem and demand for Seele token. A technical part of the project really is powerful and perspective, but not everyone with no professional basic knowledge of technology or blockchain will be able to understand the structure from within. I recommend to look narrowly at this project and to study it more deeply.